It's Monday, October 12th, and this is a Leibovit VR tutorial here on Tradestation. You're looking at the trading app store, and as you can see that we have the Leibovit volume reversal available on a free trial. Afterwards, it's $85 a month, though we are going to be raising the price to $95. We have three versions of the volume reversal. We have the sequential, which posts all positive and negative VRs. That's what I use on these videos. We have the directional, which is based on the same principles as sequential, except that we eliminate repetitive volume reversals, and we also provide a stop. And the two-day version is available, which is based on the premise that following a negative or positive VR, we tend to get movement in that direction for a couple of trading days. As a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, tune in to the Wall Street Raw radio show, which I host every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock Eastern on the Genesis Communication Network. That's gcnlive.com. That's George Charlie Nancy Live.com. Let's look at some examples here, and what we're looking at here is a screen that shows the sequential, the directional, the two-day, and then we have the radar screen where you can add individual stocks of your choosing, and if a negative or positive VR is formed, it flashes on the screen and a little bulletin appears, a little bell goes off. So this is very helpful if you're looking for a VR, and we use it every day, and we monitor the S&P 100, 500, NASDAQ stocks, gold stocks, whatever you feel the radar screen should encompass. Meanwhile, let's in this video we're going to take a look at potash and Tasr. So let's start with that one, and we're looking at a weekly chart. Let's flip to the daily. This was what we used for our trade this past week. We had a positive VR come into potash. It had been in a downtrend for a while, as you can see. The negative VRs were working, but we had a rising 533 stochastic, which is what I use as my momentum indicator. And we got long, and we took a little trade here after a couple of days. So another little short-term play. As you can see, just prior to that positive VR, there was a negative VR formed, but there was a rising 533, so I choose not to take that trade unless I get some momentum confirming. So that's how we used potash this week with the VR. Tasr, somewhat similar situation. A couple days prior, nice positive VR form there. Day or two prior, there was a negative VR. There was only a one-day play there, but it did follow through to the downside. And if you were long, you would have had a reverse, which we didn't do, but we would have to do that, obviously, if you were in that position. But we did see a 533 starting to rise, and we jumped in actually the day after because we wanted to wait for that confirmation, and we took a trade here as well. So just two short-term examples of what I look for. I like to see stocks that are down a bit. In the case of Tasr, as you know, it's well off its highs, and potash also well off its highs. And of course, you could stay with these things a lot longer, but I'm just looking for a quick couple trades, which is the whole reason why I put out the vrtrader.com recommendations, because I was trained on the floor years ago that we're looking to ring the register, and ideally, if you can go home flat every night, this is not what we did in these instances, but if you could, that's the best way. Otherwise, you could get surprised with some negative news or positive news depending on which side your position is on, and that's very, very discouraging if you are a trader. So I appreciate you checking in. If you want more information on my services, let's flip here to my homepage, vrtrader.com. You can get a free Vice News Raw report every week, or a free Gold News Raw report every week. And then, of course, we have letters themselves, the Vice letter and the Gold letter, but these are free reports, so go to the website and click on those if you like to get those. And of course, I'd love to see you sign up for those Vice letter and the Gold letter itself, but take a look at the free reports that come out weekly. And we do offer several services at vrtrader.com: the Silver, which is our daily market commentary; the Platinum, where we have specific recommendations like the Tasr and the potash. We have a separate product, the Leibovit Gold letter, which is basically a natural resource letter. We cover natural gas, crude oil, gold, silver, across the board here. So anything natural resource related, uranium. VR Forecaster is our annual cyclic report put out at the beginning of every year. Had a pretty good track record this year just based on cycles. Our Vice letter itself, which is focusing really on the cannabis stocks, but we have about 200 names that we track, everything from Tesla all the way down to Philip Morris. So we cover a lot of stocks that we consider SIN or Vice stocks, but we do focus on the cannabis. And finally, if you haven't bought a copy of my Trader's Book of Volume, which by the way is also available in Chinese, you should do so. It's a definitive guide to volume trading, covers all the major volume indicators, and of course there's a discussion about my volume reversal there as well. So sign up if you haven't done so already for the Leibovit volume reversal here on TradeStation. I appreciate you checking in. Thanks for viewing.